Another week, another big release. We had the new Grok, the new Claude, and now OpenAI released GPT 4.5. They just can't stop one-upping each other. This time the creators don't say that it is best at everything.
But not all AI news is a win. Today, we're diving into the biggest losers of 2025 AI race. Apple Intelligence is seriously lagging, with Siri delays until 2027 and Alexa Plus. Is it finally getting up to speed with LLMs, or is it just another overpriced talking timer? Let's break it down.
Hello
Hello,
humans.
humans. I'm not AI, I'm Maria.
I'm not Maria, I'm Jan.
We are Humans on AI, and this is Practical AI News, where we sift through the AI madness every week so you don't have to.
Let's start with the biggest news. GPT 4.5 from OpenAI.
Yeah, it is getting confusing. So we have GPT 4.0, GPT 4.5, o1, and o3. So what's the main difference? The GPTs don't think, they don't reason. And the one starting with O do think. It's like, oh, let me think about it.
The difference, let's take some example. Like we have maths and something simple like 15 times 3. And we ask those models, and those non-reasoning will use only what they learned. So if they already learned that 15 times 3 is 45, they will answer you 45. If they didn't have this in the learning data, they will answer with a guess, which is a so-called hallucination. Now, we have those reasoning models like O3. They also have this learned data, but on top of that, they can break the problem down. They can plan step by step what to do. They also have some already learned so-called structured reasoning frameworks, like how to do things in maths, how to do things in programming step by step. And they use this, they detect, okay, we have this 15 times 3. Let's break this down. Okay, we have number 15 times 3, also a number. So we have to use times between. Meanwhile, those non-reasoning models, those like GPT 4.5, only see, okay, this is this text and this is the other text. It's like, knock, knock. Who's there? And now the reasoning models can see, okay, this is a number, this is an operation, this is another number. All right, I can boil this down and use the actual knowledge about maths to operate on those. And on top of that, even, they can check their own work. So if they are not very sure, they stop for a moment, they review their own work so far, and maybe correct something that may be a mistake.
So what Jan just showed you was the reasoning model. So it breaks down the task and it actually explains the thinking behind it, right? And you can compare it to the typical kid at school at maths. Remember how some kids just knew the answer, they learned by heart, and they know 15 times 3 is 45, and the others actually took the time to understand the logic, and they can do it with many other numbers, not just the ones that they learned by heart. So GPT 4.5 is one of the non-reasoning, but a conversationalist.
Okay, so those non-reasoning models sound pretty stupid, right? It's not reasonable. However, we've been using them a lot. And as we know, they are not bad. They are very useful. And the main benefit when we consider using reasoning and non-reasoning models is that they are much faster and much cheaper.
And when you start using the reasoning model, because the default is always the non-reasoning, you will see that sometimes you just prefer a quick answer and not seeing everything that the model thinks for you, especially if you're on a non-paid account. But well, none of the models is best at everything, right? So GPT 4.5, what it's best for? Among the OpenAI models, it is best at detecting emotions. It's good in conversations. So when you write and it replies it replies very fluidly. And people like it so much that Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, wrote on X, quote, GPT 4.5 is the first time people have been emailing with such passion asking us to promise to never stop offering a specific model or even replace it with an update. People love it. They don't want it to go away. So overall, very good at pretending it's a human.
Maybe even too good. Yeah, this is a great candidate for example, chatbots or answering to emails because the answers feel less artificial. Sometimes when you email a company, you can tell right away that it wasn't written by a human. So you have less probability of getting something like this from GPT 4.5.
Still, if you want to do other things, here's which model is best for what. So, for general conversations in writing, it's GPT 4.5. Describing images, speaking with AI using voice, so when we just chat while walking, still GPT 4.0. Complex reasoning, so business planning, philosophical debates, that would be the reasoning one, O1. Technical facts, but fast, like simple programming, standard math, o3-mini. And last but not least, technical tasks that are more complex. So complex programming or math, it's o3-mini high. Not confusing at all, right? You can pick which model to use by clicking on ChatGPT in the top left corner and selecting the model you want.
And what is interesting here as well is that o3-mini high is still significantly faster than o1. So if you have some technical task, then it is even better at it. And another interesting fact is that there is no o3. It is only o3-mini and o3-mini high. So confused yet?
The AI landscape is getting more complex every day, and we no longer have just one model best for it all. So they become more and more specialized, and we also have to use them a bit differently.
Using AI is no longer optional. It's essential, both at work and at home. And we want to help you, fellow humans, to be the ones that can use AI better than anyone you know.
And that's why we bring you the practical AI news every week and soon hands on courses to show what is possible, how to do it, so you never fall behind. Stay ahead, subscribe to humansonai.substack.com, watch us on YouTube, or tune in on your favorite podcast app.
Speaking of subscriptions, to use GPT 4.5, you need to have at least Plus subscription.
Which is still rolling out, by the way, so you might not have it available yet. It is their largest model so far, so large that OpenAI is running out of GPUs. They're gonna buy more, obviously, and Sam Altman said that hundreds of thousands of GPUs are coming soon.
Long story short, GPT 4.5 is best at pretending to be a human. We also have another AI pretending to be a human, the voice model Sesame, and it's great.
It's very natural sounding. It actually laughs and asks you how you are. And you have to choose. There is Maya and Miles. And using it, it looks like you're calling them on your web app.
Well, hello there. Looks like we're both awake early this fine morning. What brings you to Sesame today?
Yeah, and they can respond, for example, "Hey, fancy seeing you again." And it started creeping me out because it didn't say this the first time. So does it have memory? Maybe I even refreshed and used the different browser, and maybe based on the IP.
Long time no talk. You know, it's kind of refreshing getting to chat again after those crazy back-to-back calls. So, anything good happened between now and a minute ago?
Anyway, it is pretty impatient because I'm thinking what to say and it just keeps talking and distracting me.
It is very chatty. And you can test it yourself. Check out the link in the description below.
After you test it, I recommend not to talk to Siri again for a while because this might be a shock. Maria, do you remember when setting a timer was the peak capability of AI voice assistants? Aren't we still living in those days?
Well, kinda. I have both Siri and Alexa, and they still seem not to be catching up too well. So back in 2014, we thought Siri and Alexa were cutting edge, right? Siri, set up a timer for 10 minutes. Boom, magic.
Wait, stop for a moment. If you said this on a video on YouTube and someone played this, their Alexa or Siri would react. And it was the reason of trolling, the way of trolling in the past. For example, it was a very known method of signing people off from Xbox because it also had a similar assistant. So people were saying, Xbox, sign out. It didn't detect that not their owner was saying this, but someone from the net, for example, during an online match. And suddenly people started dropping off, disconnected.
Yeah, I remember those old days when these kind of things were super fun and felt super techy and advanced. But well, what can we say? 11 years later, Siri, not much better now, right? Apple
Yeah.
Intelligence got left painfully behind. And you can use ChatGPT or Gemini now through Siri on your iPhone, but ChatGPT style Siri got delayed until 2027.
And meanwhile, Alexa will get a new version, Alexa Plus, even on older devices. So,
Can't wait for this one.
yeah.
Super excited because I use it quite a lot, and yeah, it is falling behind. So, the new Alexa Plus should have more lifelike conversations. So, what we just said about ChatGPT 4.5, it should feel more human and natural conversing with it, with her. Then, it should also get agentic, which means you would be able to order tickets, for example, from Ticketmaster, or book a table at a restaurant, order an Uber, which is a breakthrough because imagine Alexa venturing beyond adding stuff to your Amazon cart.
And it will use Amazon's AI or switch to a bigger model like Claude if necessary.
So let's talk about the cost because yet another subscription, right? So it's priced at $20 per month or free for Amazon Prime users. However, Alexa Plus will begin rolling out in US in these next weeks. Not sure when it will get to EU. Let's hope we will soon be able to try it.
And while we are on the topic of talking with AI, Perplexity released an update voice mode, which is good at long conversations that flow between multiple topics.
On the other hand, if you want to have some text or captions from a longer video or audio recording, you can use the new transcription AI Scribe from 11 Labs.
And it is visibly better than OpenAI's Whisper 3, which was like the best transcription tool that you could use so far. I used it on several recordings because now you can use it still for free, and including an example when I had audio with people that were speaking in a big crowd, which was loud, and it was barely hearable what they were saying. And still, it was pretty good, much better than Whisper 3.
Fellow humans, test it yourselves. It's free on 11 Labs website. You can find all the links in our Substack blog post.
And now, a quick roundup of other top stories this week.
All of them come from Mobile World Congress. Here in Barcelona, Perplexity and Deutsche Telekom partnered up and they will release an AI phone, not an iPhone, an AI phone in 2026, just 1 year from now. And it will do things for us with its agentic capabilities at a cost of less than $1,000. It will be revealed in the second half of the year. I wonder if the iPhone lovers, which I am one of them, will actually switch phones for the first time in years. Let's see. Can't wait.
At least they will be still iPhones.
Exactly. Hey, iPhones.
On the other hand, Lenovo has presented a proof of concept modular laptop, including a playful emoji AI companion, codenamed Tico, which charmed the audience. I'm starting to get Blade Runner 2049 vibes here.
Maybe a little less charming agent will work for you in Opera web browser. Remember Opera? So many years ago, it was such a big thing. Well, they are catching up now, and it'll get browser operator for you that will do things for you within the browser itself. Meanwhile, Perplexity and Arc have also announced plans to release agentic browsing like this. Opera, though, is the first major browser to do so.
Hello humans, would you let some AI buy things for you on the web with your credit card?
And what about using your phone? Company called Honor has revealed its UI agent, user interface agent, that will analyze the phone screen and tap it for you so that you can order it around.
Well, for this, I would like a physical button that I can stop it at any moment. Because with great power comes great stoppability. Well, I may be cautious now, but I would love for it to do some repetitive things for me. Managing my tasks list or reordering food or on Uber Eats.
Save time, fellow humans. If you need to crunch some numbers, Data Science Agent in Google Colab will do it for you for free today. It's been released. All you need to do is enter Google Colab.
And the last one, ChatGPT will be able to generate videos. It will work like it can generate images now, and it'll later use video model Sora to achieve it.
Hello humans, this is all for this week. Quick recap. OpenAI dropped ChatGPT 4.5. It's more relatable, conversational, and reliable, but also super expensive in GPU's usage.
We also broke down the differences between OpenAI models, GPTs that fire off quick replies without thinking, and the O models like O1 and o3-mini that pause, reason, and let you see their thought process.
Then there's the AI voice assistant drama. Apple Intelligence and Alexa fell behind, stuck setting timers and playing music. While Alexa Plus is rolling out to catch up, Siri still no updates until 2027.
On the bright side, if you need a new AI friend, Maya and Miles by Sesame are here to laugh at your jokes and even mimic some human emotional intelligence in a conversation.
That's all for now. We'll be posting your weekly AI practical news here and on Substack, so make sure to subscribe. The link is below the like button.
Thank you for watching and see you next week.
Bye bye.